what's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Sunil's View, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what are we gonna be seeing today on episode, ladies and gentlemen? Well, as you might see from the title and thumbnail of this video, today I'm gonna be explaining to you how you can set up an OBS, ladies and gentlemen. The thing that I'm recording, this entire video is recorded on the OBS latest software, ladies and gentlemen. What OBS is and how to set up an entire process. Well, let's see. But first, let's roll the intro, shall we?
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, before getting into it, I have already made a video on what is the difference between the Streamlabs as well as OBS, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to check that out, links are down in the description and it will appear on the end of this video. So please do watch till the end of the video so that you will not get confused, ladies and gentlemen. So I have already told you about how OBS works, where you can download. Obviously, links are down in the description below. And what are these panels, ladies and gentlemen? I have already told you the scenes panel, the sources panel, as well as this is the audio mixer panel. And here we got the scene transition. If you do want to change it, see the transition, ladies and gentlemen, that is what is called as the scenes the scene transition, as well as you can set the amount of durations that you need, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be slow or fast depending on how you set it. So that's pretty cool, right? This is all your controls panel, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you start. If you want to start streaming, you can start streaming. If you do want to just record your screen, you can do that. Also your virtual camera, studio mode, etc, etc. You got your settings too, and obviously exit panel, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all self-explanatory, right? So first and foremost, as I told you before in that olden video, ladies and gentlemen, first before setting up the OBS, ladies and gentlemen, always make sure to group every single thing that you're adding in the sources panel, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see right now, I have already added, I have made a group of what is happening on the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can see right now we have split it into three parts: video, audio, as well as desktop. Self-explanatory, ladies and gentlemen. Video is what I am recording my face cam, which is through a Camlink 4K software, ladies and gentlemen, on the Nikon D5500 with an 18-35mm lens, f3.0, ladies and gentlemen. And audio, obviously, as I told you before, recording with the mic, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a USB mic, not a fancy Shure SM7B or something like that, ladies and gentlemen. Desktop, as the name suggests, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that is displaying, recording your entire desktop on the background is given right over there, and your volume is as per usual, ladies and gentlemen. So what are we going to be seeing about today, ladies and gentlemen? So first and foremost, let's get you straight on the points, ladies and gentlemen. OBS, it works fabulous when you're using your Windows PC, ladies and gentlemen, whether it be a laptop or your desktop. It is all just plug and play because everything is supported over there. But on iMac or an Apple software, ladies and gentlemen, specifically, it's a little bit difficult to set up each and every process. It's a time consuming process, but if you do make it perfect, ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely works fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. And as of right now, Apple is also doing a lot of things to add these features to the make OBS a better place for streamers as well as YouTube content creators, ladies and gentlemen. So as of right now, most of the stuff that you see on the screen is as I told you before, it's just plug and play, ladies and gentlemen, the video as well as the desktop. The only one thing that you need to do is audio setup, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little bit tricky and you have to go with the finer points of review so that it works, ladies and gentlemen. So first and foremost, obviously, let's go with the audio output. So no, audio output is a little bit difficult, but audio input capture, which is the mic that is capturing right now my voice, ladies and gentlemen. So first and foremost, as self-explanatory, ladies and gentlemen, audio segment, audio input capture, and you can see that device it displays as USB PNB audio device. So this is going to be the device that is connected to your computer. This is a $50 mic that is connected via USB to your desktop, your Mac desktop, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you do got an XLR player, then it will display on the screen right over here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're using an XLR microphone. So that's pretty cool. On my section, I do got a built-in microphone, which is the internal microphone on my desktop, which is, please, you do not want to get it. And I also have an iPhone microphone, which I do need to connect via the USB charging cable, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of apps are also there. I have made another video about that also, ladies and gentlemen. Camlink 4K is what I'm recording with this, ladies and gentlemen. The camera's microphone, which is the Nikon D5500, that has a separate mic on top, which is a Rode SC something like that, ladies and gentlemen. It is also cheap $1,000, I'm sorry, a $50 piece of mic that is connected to the camera. If you do want to check that, I mean, if I do want to take the voice from that also, I can do that. And the black hole 16-inch and these three, leave it alone, ladies and gentlemen. These three you will not understand until I tell you more about the audio capture device. So as of right now, leave it as it is. You check the USB PNB device and check your audio scale right over here, ladies and gentlemen. This is where your audio levels is gonna be. So always make sure this yellow line right over here, ladies and gentlemen, do not peek into the red zone. Let it peak, but don't go little over that and make it a little bit red, ladies and gentlemen. Just on the bottom edge of the red is gonna be a voice correction, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have a little bit of a less cost mic, ladies and gentlemen, and you got a lot of background voices, obviously if you go select left input, go straight down to the filters, and here you can add all your noise suppression, compressors, gain and limiter. In simple terms, ladies and gentlemen, noise suppressor, as the name suggests, is going to suppress your voice a little bit more. And if you do got a lot of background voices, noise suppression cannot be used because it is going to suppress your voice, not the background, ladies and gentlemen. So your voice is going to be little low and the background voice is going to be high. So make sure to have that in mind while you're setting up, ladies and gentlemen. Compressor, as the name suggests, is going to compress the background voice. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen, background voice, and it's going to improve a little bit on your voice, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure to adjust both the levels and mix it. Limiter is going to be the thing that is going to make this thing not go into the red, ladies and gentlemen. Name suggests limiter. So I have all of these in just the normal settings, ladies and gentlemen. I just tweaked a little bit around it. So my system, my level of microphone will not work with yours, ladies and gentlemen. So these are all my personal settings, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try to copy, it's not gonna work for you. The best way to set up your microphone is to sit in well calm lit room like this without any fan or any disturbance, and just try to speak a little bit, and from there adjust your ratio, threshold, attack, release and output gain. Don't worry about this last output gain, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to reduce the ratio, reduce or increase the ratio, threshold, attack and the release, ladies and gentlemen. Ratio, obviously, as the name suggests, how much of compression you need or how much compression you don't need, ladies and gentlemen. And the threshold is the amount of compression that is to be needed at every second of the clip, as well as the attack and release is gonna be when you need to add the compression and when you do need to release the compression, ladies and gentlemen. So the lesser the time, it is good, ladies and gentlemen. The more the time, it's gonna be a little frustrated on the system, and it's gonna take a lot of time for the computing power is gonna be a little bit slow. So make sure to know that. Obviously, limiter, I have put it on general settings, ladies and gentlemen. I have not touched it out. I have not touched anything about that, ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry about that. If you do want to set it, as I told you before, do it little bit slow, fine tune it, ladies and gentlemen. Apple is all about, Apple systems is all about fine tuning, ladies and gentlemen. You have to find the sweet spot of the voice, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure to do that same as well. Noise suppression is the same, so that's pretty cool. Next up is the most important thing that I wanted to make a video, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be the audio output capture, ladies and gentlemen. Audio output capture is nothing but whatever you're recording on the background on the computer that you need to display for your viewers to see. Obviously, if you do not want to make your viewers hear what you're listening to, obviously that's your preference. But if you do want to check that, if you're doing YouTube and you're doing a lot of reaction videos, highly suggest you to put the audio output capture. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, how to add audio input as well as audio output capture. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. So audio output captures on an Apple device, it's a little bit rough. So as you can see right now, device name, it says black hole 16-inch, right? When you hit into default, it's not going to record anything, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems that the signals that are coming from the Apple Mac system is a HVAC. I'm not sure about the correct patterns of whatever audio signals that are coming from either your Spotify or your Brave or your YouTube videos is HVAC, and that usually does not accept for OBS software, ladies and gentlemen. I think OBS only accepts waves and MP4s. I'm not sure about that, ladies and gentlemen. Please do correct me in the comment section below. But if you do want to change the HVAC system into WAV or MP4 format, you do need to download a plugin, separate plugin, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, it's not going to take much of a space, and the source is called as Black Hole 16-inch, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, don't worry, I've already made a separate video on this, and the link for downloading the patch is down in the description below. You can go check that out. But for now, let me tell you this is known as the Black Hole 16-inch. I've already uploaded it to the I already installed the usual procedures, ladies and gentlemen. This is the actual Black Hole web page. Do not worry about any of this, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see right now it is given why, what is happening, all the standard frame rates, zero latency, compatible with Mac OS. Remember to update your Mac OS to the latest version, ladies and gentlemen, and just hit download on the below, and it will start downloading on your system, ladies and gentlemen, and you can save it wherever you want. And after doing that, always make sure to do a little bit of custom work to make the audio desktop work. For that, ladies and gentlemen, just scroll into your app view and find the other section. You might have it on a different panel, but still find this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is called the audio MIDI setup, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, audio MIDI, ladies and gentlemen. In that, ladies and gentlemen, set the new. These all leave it as it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is not for you guys to see. This is all just stock features. You don't need to check this out. Just make sure the Black Hole 16-inch already has been installed. After installation, it will be automatically applied to the audio MIDI setup. So don't do anything to the Black Hole 16-inch. Just check whether it has been installed or not. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to add a new screen recording software. So create devices. As you can see right now on the top is given as create aggregate device or a create multi-output device. We are going to be giving as the create multi-output device because we are going to be using headphones, as well as the sound that is coming from the desktop is going to go to the headphones and to you guys. So make sure to know that. So create multiple output, I have already done it. So as you can see right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have screen sound with audio. I just named it so that it will not be confusing for me, ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry about that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, if you do go into that, you can see that it says primary device is built-in output. Just give it as it is. Do not change anything. If you do want to figure out with little bit of clarity in sound, if you do watching a lot of songs or do you want a lot of reaction video and you do want the sound to be perfect without any noise pollutions or noise grades, ladies and gentlemen, remember to change your kilohertz to 48 or 96 depending on what you want. I just kept it as stock because the internal speakers on my Mac is absolutely perfect and I do not need to change any of that. And as usual, ladies and gentlemen, below you do got your section right over here. Always make sure to check the built-in output as well as the Black Hole 16-inch, ladies and gentlemen. And on the Black Hole 16-inch section, make sure to tick on the drift correction, ladies and gentlemen. Drift correction allows you to change, if you are using your headphones, it allows you to do the drifting, ladies and gentlemen. Not the actual drifting, ladies and gentlemen, but the drifting between this and this to the OBS software, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure to do that and leave everything as it is. Do not change any of the software that is given. And as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back into, as I told you before, audio output device Black Hole 16-inch. And if you do not find that, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, hit into the properties. It will show you as devices Black Hole 16-inch. Hit OK. Now the main point comes, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't go into the sound and make it work, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to work. As usual, before going into this, ladies and gentlemen, this video is not sponsored, but I do want to tell you, if your guys are doing a lot of reaction videos on YouTube and you do not want to get your video copyrighted, but you do want to add some music to highlight it, Stream Beats by Harris Heller, ladies and gentlemen, please do go check it out. It's available on Spotify and he has a little bit of more songs, ladies and gentlemen, and all of these are non-copyrighted, so you can use it on all of your YouTube works, ladies and gentlemen. So that's pretty cool. And if you do want to check out who the Harris Heller is, he also has a YouTube page called Alpha Gaming as well as Harris Heller, and he also does Twitch. So he's the guy that does it. So he's a verified artist. Please do go that. I always use them for my procedures. And you might have heard a lot of songs that have been playing in the background, well, that's all been Stream Beach by Harris Heller. You can also download it, ladies and gentlemen. Just check it out, Stream Beach, on your search portal, and it'll appear, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, now to check how the volume is going to be. So as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, if I do hit play also, nothing is going to come right over here, even though the song is playing right over here. The thing that I needed to do before making sure that the levels of the audio output is coming right over here is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Go into the top section where your volume is, hit that. Obviously the thing that is going to be here is going to be the internal speakers, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you can hear the internal speakers, right? But you cannot hear what I'm listening to because the values are not yet present right over here. So simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. As I told you before, go into the sound section. Do not select Black Hole 16-inch. Black Hole 16-inch can work sometimes, but for me, as of right now, see, ladies and gentlemen, it's not working. So sometimes it may work. It's a finicky software, ladies and gentlemen. You have to make sure it is work. Sometimes it will work, but sometimes it's not going to work. Don't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, for that procedure only, you created screen sound with audio. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that you created is going to help you with that. So with this, the one problem is that you cannot alter your sound, ladies and gentlemen, when it's playing. Obviously, as you can see right now, I'm using my desktop and it says it cannot be controlled, right? So you cannot control the sound with your keyboard options, ladies and gentlemen, but you can still control it with whatever app you're listening. So you can, yeah, you can get that point. So keep that in mind. That's not a big issue, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, every single app, it gives you the ability to change your volume, so that's pretty cool. So hit the play, ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen, back again. Sorry about that distress. So as I told you before, screen sound with the audio, or you can name any of that, ladies and gentlemen. As I told you before, audio my DI setup. You can add rename also. You can obviously rename that thing also if you do like it, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously your choice. And now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna hit play. You might have heard this song, but still, see the levels that is popping right over here. Make sure it doesn't go. So ladies and gentlemen, always make sure the volume doesn't go above that. And also, while you're doing your reaction videos, you do not need to keep that much of a volume, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure keep it at 50 or something like that, and that's going to be enough. So as you can see right now, my voice is about peaking. It's equal level, and the audio is also at perfect. It's about 50-60 ratio, ladies and gentlemen, so that the viewers can hear your voice as well as the music in the background. If you do want to reduce that, ladies and gentlemen, obviously you can do reduce that, but this is how you can set up, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, if you do want to see how you can set up an entire OBS setup, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, as I told you before, it will appear on the end screen. Both videos are there, ladies and gentlemen. I have also made another videos regarding this, but I was too much blabbering in that video because I also didn't learn that much, ladies and gentlemen. I had to learn a lot of stuff while making, while connecting OBS to a Mac system, ladies and gentlemen. It was very difficult. That's why I had to take a 10 days leave from YouTube, and I had to learn every single day, every single night, and I had to make this video. So if you do appreciate the work that I did, ladies and gentlemen, obviously you know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn on a post notifications, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next episode of Sunil View. Until then, it's your boy Sunil signing off. Take care and peace.